That's blatantly me going, look at that, I'm on the telly in a suit. I'm quite excited. I'm not really a suit kind of guy, but I'm making an effort to grow up. I'm failing, I think. I'm making other efforts to grow up. I've started to watch News Night instead of News Round. That's about as far as I'm going. And even then, to be honest, sometimes I watch News Night all the way through, and then I get to the end and think, oh, shit, I forgot to listen. I've only gone and spent the whole of the programme wondering whether or not I really suit a hat. Which I don't think is what Paxman wants from a viewer, is it? It's difficult to watch the news at all at the moment, isn't it? Every day at tea time, shit yourselves! Worry now! Credit crunch! Recession! Panic! Worry now! What are you happily watching the news at tea time for, Alan? Do you not realise the gravity of the situation? We're all going to be actually dead by next Friday! I'm sure it'll be slower than that. I've got tins in. I mean, I've been affected by the worldwide economic downturn as well. I'm not immune to it. I found out on the internet last week that I bought the most expensive house on my street during November 2007, which I understand was arguably the most expensive month in recent property market history. And do you know what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to do what they'll never say on the news. I'm going to bloody live in it. That's it. I'm going to live in it. I'm going to use the house for its primary purpose as a domestic dwelling, and I'm going to ignore its resale value, its actual secondary purpose that we've been convinced in recent years is its primary. I'm just going to live in it. They'll never say that on the news. Wouldn't it be wonderful if they did? If they got a financial expert? What about all these people that are trapped in negative equity? Well, they could just live in it. Yeah, I suppose they could. We're going to have to go straight to the weather. I thought this bit would take longer. I'm not saying I've got the answers, by the way. I'd hate to be Prime Minister. I wouldn't want that job for all the money on earth. What a horrendous job that is. What thanks do they get? Everyone hates them, and everyone thinks they could do it better. You hear people all the time. He's an idiot, this fella. What's he gone and done that for? Why has he done this? He's an idiot. I could do that job standing on my bloody head. And you think, really? You? You're in a Wetherspoons at 3:30 in the afternoon? Wearing a shell suit? With shoes? I don't know. Maybe I'm too grumpy to be Prime Minister. Not that I think I'm in the running for it, but I am increasingly a grumpy man. I travel around by train quite a lot, and I find that's where I get most misanthropic these days. I love train travel. It's brilliant, isn't it, when it's empty? That's a critical point there, isn't it? Other humans ruin train travel, don't they? Every horrendous train journey you've ever had has been packed. If it's delayed and it's empty, you can cope, can't you? And sometimes the train tricks you where it seems like it's going to be empty and then it gets very busy. I did one journey where I got on, it was a lunchtime journey from Manchester to London, so I took a gamble thinking this is going to be nice and quiet. I got myself a window seat at a table, 4 seats and a table, all to myself. And then I did that thing that I suspect we all do in those circumstances. Every passenger that got on, I just thought, piss off. 4 seats and a table all to myself today. Daddy's hungover. But eventually the train got a bit busy and a woman sat next to me here and then a woman sat opposite her there and then a businessman got on, bit chubby, little bit of a beard, sat opposite me and he opened his laptop, reached into his bag, got out and ate a peach. Now, that's not the end of the story, but for the record, I think that's distinctly weird behaviour on a train. Who eats a peach on a train? That's a very soft fruit for public consumption, isn't it? I rarely eat a peach, but if I do, I don't eat it where there's 3 other human faces 1.5 feet away from mine, while Peach is pissing all down my work shirt. I'm I'm staring at him thinking, why are you having a peach on a train? If you wanted the deliciousness of soft fruit, you could have had a little pot of raspberries. Pop, 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 and I'm still ready for my meeting. What's he doing? In fact, the rare occasions I do eat a peach, I don't do it on a crowded train. I tend to eat a peach standing over my own kitchen sink. Just with peach juice running all down my chin. Run, you juicy little bugger. I've got my own kitchen roll here. I own this place. Well, a tiny, ever-decreasing percentage of it seems. Let's not get depressed about loan-to-value and negative equity during a juicy peach. I'm staring at this guy thinking, you're having a peach on the train, you haven't even got any kitchen roll here. Someone's going to have a dribbly laptop for the next 2.5 hours, and not in the way you normally do. Come on, we know it happens. Grow up. He finishes his peach, right? Doesn't even look around as if this might be a weird thing to do in public, moves the stone from one hand to the other, reaches into his bag, gets out and drinks in 3 consecutive gulps a full can of Red Bull. A peach and a full can of Red Bull together, as if they go together. Fish and chips, salt and pepper, peach and Red Bull. I'm staring at him thinking, what kind of day could you possibly be anticipating that you think this is appropriate behaviour? Whoever thinks I need to feel healthy and really aggressively awake? Oh, God, maybe I've had too much caffeine on the train because now I feel wired and the table's penning me in, my face is right up against the window. This old bitch keeps bumping into me every time the pendolino tilts. Maybe I shouldn't have had all that caffeine on the train. And now I need a poo. Bloody peach. It's been a genuine pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much for laughing at me. I'm Alun Cochrane. Cheers.